What's up, everybody? Ricky Carruth here, the only free real estate coach. Welcome to this week's training session. Today, I'm going to let you guys put your phone numbers in. I'm going to call as many of you as I can and answer your questions directly right here. So I'm going to give it a few minutes for everybody to log in, and I'm still getting a few things set up. So give me just a second. Hope everybody's doing super well out there making it happen. Let's see. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. All right. All right. You guys can go ahead and start putting your phone numbers in. What's up, Chris, Christopher, Chris Lane? Okay, so I'm going to give a couple announcements real quick while I'm letting everybody log in. Let's see. Okay, a couple things right off the bat. Some speaking events I'm going to be at here later on this year. I'm going to be in El Paso. Let me pull up the dates real quick so I can tell you guys exactly where I'm going to be and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to be in El Paso on June 21st. I'm going to be in Minneapolis June 13th. I'm going to be in Charleston July 16th. And I'm going to be in Naples, Florida, May 13th. Okay, and then outside of that, I'm going to Brazil in 2 weeks. I'm going to be the keynote speaker at R4 in Brazil. It's the Remax of Brazil in Sao Paulo. It's a 3-day event. I'm going to do an 8-hour workshop the day before the 3-day event, and then I'll be the last speaker on the last day. So I'm super excited about that. All right. So today I want to help you guys with your problems. I wanted to do this Q&A session. I'm going to call some people in. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I see a phone number, and I'm going to dial it. Okay, let the games begin.
Hello, it's Diego.
Diego, Ricky Carruth.
Hey, Ricky, how are you?
What's up, bud? How are you, man?
I'm good.
Good. What can I help you with?
Well, really, I was just calling about, I love the videos that you're making. Sorry, I just got out of the phone. I love the videos that you're making and everything, and I'm starting to really kind of get my business going to where I need it to be. So basically, cold calling is always I started doing it when I was a younger agent. I've been in the business for about 8 years, and then I kind of got out of it because I was kind of going off the referral sources and things like that.
Yeah.
And but I love the fact that you're doing those videos on prospecting, man. It really kind of gives me a better gives me a better idea of how to do it in a different way.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's the whole point, man. Is I'm trying to introduce a whole different way of approaching prospects. Other than the mainstream stuff out there, and it's helping a lot of people. So, was there any kind of questions or anything specifically you're having trouble with?
To be quite honest with you, I'm still to that point where I'm still needing to push through. You know what I mean? So, like, for instance, when I get a customer on the line, and I get them, and I introduce myself and tell them, hey, this is Diego. I ask them, how are you doing today? I kind of just wait for that response, and I say, well, the reason for my call is because I know that there was a house we just sold about just a couple blocks. And I'm trying to find out, if there's anything else that I can do for you.
Yeah.
So, but I guess, like I said, it's one of those things where it's a compound effect where you do little bitty things like this, and obviously they start to get bigger and bigger as we're going in. But I guess, what do you think, or what could I do to get kind of past that point where basically I can start developing that relationship with the potential clients, or just something like, to the point where they can get to kind of trust me to kind of get that information out of them.
You mean like for them to give you their email address?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, first off, I don't know how many calls you've made, but it doesn't sound like very many, right?
No,
Okay.
not really.
So like that's the first step, right? Is just to make enough calls and to get better and better and better at making them. But at the end of the day, what you want to focus on is not necessarily what you're saying, but how you're saying it in terms of your tone, speed of your voice, and like you'll start to develop the skill of making them feel comfortable with you, within a matter of seconds. And it's just something that you develop over time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a it factor,
Right.
and you just have to start developing it, like, you will. The more you call and the more you realize that you get into these different situations with people on the phone, and you start to realize, well, hey, there's only a number of different outcomes here. They're either busy, mad, glad, sad, they hang up on me, they cuss me out. There's literally only 10 possible scenarios or less. And like after you've encountered all those different scenarios so many times, you'll get to where as soon as they answer the phone, you'll know exactly on the tone of their voice and kind of how they're talking. You'll know exactly which scenario that they're in, and you know exactly how to handle it to make them feel comfortable. You know what I mean? So it's just literally just putting more time in and being patient and continuing to put that work in.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I used to do it when I was a younger age, but I was pretty much taught the reverse of what you're teaching us now.
Yeah.
I was taught just to get them on the phone, they hang up and keep on dialing, trying to get. But that doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all, bro. It doesn't work at all. It doesn't work at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So just got to keep dialing and just kind of keep getting repetition, getting more comfortable on the phone, because I'm all about, getting referrals and things like that. I mean, that's pretty much 90% of my business.
Yeah.
I stopped buying leads from Zillow. It was just draining me dry.
Cool.
At the end of the year, of course, you got nothing to show for it. And then, internet leads are fine if you have the system to work them. And but with being a single agent and everything, obviously that's like throwing money away.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. I'm gonna get on another call here. Reach out if there's anything I can do for you, bro. I'm here.
I sure will, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother. See you, man. Okay, cool. I'm going right into another call. Also, real quick, guys, if this is your first time, click subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notified every time I do a video or a live training. Also, all the links are below with the free coaching, where there's the course, the 90-day action plan, all the stuff there. There's also links for the Red X and to do the weekly email, to create a website, my books. If you want to book me to speak, all those links are below this video. So if you need anything there, and I answer every message on Instagram, that's the best way to get me. If you're messaging me, it's at Ricky Carruth. I have a couple accounts. It's the one at Ricky Carruth is the one I answer more frequently, as in every day. Okay. And look, all I want from you guys from this is for you to succeed. That's all I'm asking is for you to take something that I'm doing in my business and take it and run with it and go succeed. Literally all that I want.
Hello.
Chris. Hey, Chris. All right. On to the next. Kind of like making calls, isn't it?
Hello,
Andrew.
Ricky.
Yo.
Hey, man, how are you?
Good. How about you, brother?
Hey, doing great, man. Doing great.
Good.
Continue to be inspired by you every day. You're, I just became a full-time agent maybe 2-3 months ago, and closed a couple of deals already. But it's hard starting over every day. Man, you are just an inspiration, and your energy is awesome. I think I saw you shadow boxing a little bit on the video I watched this morning.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, and I don't know, your messaging. I get the message. Keep it simple. Just connect and help.
Yeah, that's it.
It's amazing.
And go mainstream. Like talk to more people than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like outwork every agent. You know?
Yeah. Definitely.
Now that's like the missing ingredient. Like it's hard to visualize. Just help people. And then, but once you visualize that, then a lot of people don't take the next step, which is talk to more people than anybody and outwork everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did it the other way around. Like I was outworking everybody before I figured all this out. And then when I figured it out, I was like, oh man, if I continue outworking everybody and add this philosophy of, business is unlimited, closings happen every day, all that stuff, I'm going to be unstoppable,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's, all my angels, right? All the people in my life that have been, all the signs that have been pointing to everything you're saying have been telling me to do that, whether it's a person or, a situation. And I've ignored them for so long. I mean, I'm 46. I was trained in sales since I was 13, and I've been applying those principles forever. And closing hard is hard to do. And, because you simplify it, man. So that's what I tell people. And I spread the word about you. I have a lot of questions. I can't remember any of them.
Let's try to, just for the sake of me trying to get to a lot of calls, let's try to do one good question.
Postcard.
If you can think of one.
Mail. How do you do it?
How do I do what?
Mail. I mean, you have a lot of people running your contact database, keep the message simple, I'm sure, but how do you mail out each month?
Direct mail?
Yeah, just pick like 500 people.
Yeah. I mean, when you're starting out, you want to get that farm going. You want to send something every month. Don't overthink it. Just go on Vistaprint and just get a template going. Try to make it try to brand the way it looks every month, so they got the same look to it. There's a couple different websites that'll let you, go through a couple of real estate templates, and is there anything in the world I could do for you? Put that on one. And then the next one is just like a picture of their neighborhood. And then you list one. So the next ones are just listed, and then it just sold. And you know what I mean? Doesn't have to be anything fancy, and do one with general market stats on there 1 month, like just general for the whole area, not just that neighborhood. And then come back to specific stuff for the neighborhood, just kind of mix it up.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, Rick. Thanks, man. I don't want to take everyone's time. That's you got me on the right path. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Just hit me up if I can help you.
Thanks very much, brother.
Later, brother.
All right.
Okay, I'm literally going to be flying through them today, guys. I want to try to call every single number on this live feed. I'm going to do my best to make it happen. Hello.
You have reached the voicemail box.
All right. What's up? What's up, guys? Looking for phone numbers here. John White.
It's John.
John, Ricky.
Hey, Ricky, how are you?
Hey, doing good. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Really good. Just had a really quick question on RedX. I did my first circle prospecting yesterday. Did 60 calls, captured 2 emails.
Boom.
Really awesome time.
Nice.
Two future buyers. So had a bunch of them that were either not great numbers or incorrect numbers or old numbers. Do you just take those numbers and delete them out of your Red X?
Like the bad numbers or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, I think you can just put, I believe if you disposition them as not interested, it automatically puts them in a, I think it actually kind of takes them out of there for you. I think there's something you can disposition. There's even maybe a do not call. You can disposition them some way, but yeah, I can also just delete them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, cool. So I'm just still getting used to it. So if that's a new question, I apologize.
No, not at all, man. Not at all, dude. No questions too small for sure. And two, Red X has pretty good customer service if you want to call them about different things. They have a lot of things, but two, just developing your own system as well. If as you're going through those, if it's easy just to delete them out. Whatever works for you. You know what I mean?
Okay, sounds good. All right, that was real.
How many people did you talk to out of 60?
I talked to 17. Well, let's see. I had 17 connections.
Okay.
I'd say about 5 or 6 of them had agents.
Okay.
A few of them were ugly. And that's okay. I don't care.
You got 2 email. You probably took you an hour though, right?
For 60, it took me about an hour and a half.
Okay, and you got 2 future clients that's going to do business with you. And if only one of them do business with you, they're probably going to do multiple deals. You just sold a lot of real estate right then, an hour and a half of prospecting. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You just gotta think about the big picture, bro. Like the more of this you do, the bigger your database is, the more properties you'll be selling, the more people know who you are, the bigger the brand you have, and the bigger your business is.
Yep, right.
It's easy. Cool, man. Anything else I can help you with?
No, man. I just appreciate all you're doing. This is
for sure
been great so far. And
yeah.
I'm looking forward to the journey, man.
Crush it, man. Keep me informed.
Yeah, man.
All right, later. Okay, guys, I'm taking calls today. Just put your number in the comments, and I'm going to call you. I'm just going to be going through them here. I want to try to get to everybody that puts the number in so I can help you with your specific problems today.
This is Latasha. How can I help you?
Latasha, Ricky Carruth.
Hi, Ricky.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
So I have a question. So I did some circle prospecting. I did geo leads using Red X, and it's my first time doing cold calls. I was very nervous. I did it for a little over an hour. I got a lot of Spanish speakers. So that was brutal. So I just did another geo lead or geo search. But I had some people ask me, like, how did you get my number? And
yeah.
I wasn't sure how to respond to that.
Okay. If you
what do you say?
Like, you can literally search just like Ricky Carruth, how'd you get my number on YouTube? I have a video on it.
Okay.
That's one thing.
Okay.
The next thing is this. But see, here's the thing. Nobody ever asked me that. You know why?
Why?
Because you were nervous, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they can feel that energy. They feel like they're nervous, you're nervous, so they're nervous. Okay, and so then they start backing up. They're like, "What? Where'd you get my number?" But if you're confident, then and you're comfortable with them, and you're comfortable in that situation, now they become comfortable with you. And now they're not worried about where you got the number because they're enjoying the conversation, and now we're getting along, and now we're going to start to connect. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
okay.
I just need to make more calls and get more comfortable with it then.
Bingo. Because this is normal. This is completely normal part of the process as beginning your cold call journey, right? The first time you make them, you're really nervous, and you have a lot of bad results, and a lot of people get mad at you, and a lot of people say, "Where'd you get my number?" And they're like, a lot of agents quit at that point because they say, "Oh, this doesn't work," But the fact is like that happens to every single person. And the winners in real estate, they continue fighting through that to get to the other side where it starts to become comfortable. And then they start to create a comfortableness between themselves and the prospects. And then they start to create these relationships. It's literally a normal part of the process that you're going through. And the name of the game is to keep going.
Okay.
I was nervous.
Okay.
I was super nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, and it's weird because I actually feel more comfortable door knocking than I do on the phone.
Okay. Because have you knocked a bunch of doors?
I have.
Okay, see, this is the difference. How nervous were you the very first door that you knocked?
Oh my gosh, I was terrified.
Okay, you're proving my point here. It's like you were terrified in the beginning of the door knocking, but now you're really good at it because you did it a bunch. It's the same thing with the cold calls. You're really nervous now, but if you keep going, you're going to become very comfortable with it, and you're going to just knock down deals. You're just going to find so many people to help, and you're going to know exactly how to handle every little situation on the phone to help people. See, you have to almost develop the skill of learning how to talk to people in order to let you help them. See what I'm saying? Okay. Like they need your help. They need your help, but they are scared that you're just another agent trying to do a deal, you know?
Okay.
But if you can really connect with them and let them know that you're not here to do a deal, but you're more here to really, truly help them with whatever they're trying to accomplish, whether it's to find out what their property's worth or to show them some properties or just send them a link with some properties or come look at their house or, you know, help them find a contractor or whatever they need help with. You know, you're just there to help them do that, not necessarily list the property or write a contract or make them sign a buyer agency or get them pre-approved. You know what I'm saying? If those are the things that they need, like if they need to be pre-approved because they're trying to buy a house tomorrow and they need that, then they need that, you know? So you just need more experience.
Okay, so I just make more calls.
Yes, and you will grow and you will literally grow to love it. Like you would.
Right now it's just terrifying, and I dread it every day. I talk myself out of it, and then I'm like, okay, I got to get on this phone. I got to do this.
Okay, here's my question to you. What are you so scared of?
The rejection over the phone. My biggest thing was I really like door knocking because I can actually have that face-to-face interaction with them. Whereas when I'm on the phone with somebody, I can't see that their kid was just screaming in the background, like, you know, just before they answered the phone.
Yeah, but you can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it in their voice.
And I don't know if they're annoyed. You know, like
you can hear that. You can hear that.
Oh, okay, well then I guess I gotta just do more calls to get used to that.
Yeah.
To me, I don't hear that. I can't see their face.
Because you're not. See, here's the deal. Since you're new, and this is again normal part of the process, but you're not trying to listen.
Okay.
You're more focused on your scripts and what you're going to say, and you're not listening to them. You can hear in their voice if they're annoyed. You can hear in their voice if their kid was just screaming. You might not know the kid was just screaming, but you know something was just going on. You can hear those little triggers in their voice, the speed of their voice, what's going on. Are they annoyed? Are they happy? Are they retired? So they're just chilling? You can read, and this is a big part of my program. And what I want you and everybody listening to get is that a big part of what I'm teaching is learning how to read people on the phone and really listening to them. And this is how you help people, is by listening. Like you can't really help them unless you understand what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so start listening more.
Okay.
Because
and that's another thing too. I need to start listening more. Like,
yes.
I want to keep talking.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You want them to be talking.
Okay.
Listen, you want to be talking 20% of the time, okay? And then 80% of the time that you're talking, you want to be asking questions.
Okay.
You only want to talk 20%, let them talk 80%. And then out of the time you talk, you want 80% of that to be questions to get them to talk. Because when they're talking, they're starting to feel comfortable. If you can get them talking, then you know you're getting somewhere.
Okay.
So just relax.
Easier said than done right now.
No, pretend like it's a door knock. Pretend like you're knocking on a door when you're calling.
Okay.
Okay. Another thing.
Okay.
Pretend like it's your mom or dad or brother or cousin.
Okay.
Like next time you're talking to your mom or dad or brother or cousin, I want you to take a mental snapshot of that moment mentally and how comfortable you are, how comfortable they are, how the tone of your voice, everything going on. And I want you to take a mental snapshot, and I want that to be what you try to emulate in your prospecting calls. That feeling that you're getting whenever they're feeling comfortable, you're feeling comfortable. That's the exact way your prospecting calls need to be. That's the exact way your voice needs to be. And everything needs to be in sync with that. And then, if they come at you weird, but you just maintain that friendly family, I call it FE, family, friend and family effect. When you're making them feel like you got to make them feel like they're your friend or family. And what do friends and family do when they're talking? They're listening to each other.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it. I'm gonna try that because I'm gonna do some calls this afternoon. So I'll let you know how it goes.
Will you email me afterwards and let me know?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
All right, great.
Later.
Thank you so much, Ricky.
You're welcome.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try to get right back on a call. Let's see here. All right, I need a phone number. Who wants to talk to me? Let's see. Okay, put your phone numbers in, guys, and I will call you. Let's see. I'm going to answer some questions in the comments. Robert, put your phone number in. Let's see. Monty, what's happening? Brandon, big fan, changed my whole philosophy. Man, that's incredible. Thank you. Let's see. I'm looking for, advice for showing and listing in rainy weather. I'm not sure, Theodore. Wear a rain jacket. I don't let the weather bother me at all. I've shown property in crazy storms and everything else. So let's see. How do I handle people saying they want to die in their home? Their forever home. We have a lot of people in Florida not wanting to move because they've been in their home for 20 years. What can you do with those people? They literally bought that house at 75 with the intentions that they are going to stay there until they pass away. You can't do anything with those. You can try to ask to, to try to get in touch with the heirs and, so that you can, handle the sale after they pass away and all that. But that's an awkward conversation. Wouldn't you say? No, you just be nice to them. And, okay, I'll tell you this. There was a gentleman, Andy, that came to my office yesterday and made live calls in my office. He busted in my office. I recorded the whole thing. I'm going to post it here tomorrow. Really good video. And he had some people that said that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I understand that. I hear that all the time. But, things change. You never know. So, if you were to do something, I'd love the opportunity to stay in touch. What's your email? It was brilliant. He did really well. Let's see. Okay, how would I respond to a question, how did you get my number? I would simply say I found it online. But like I was saying, a house around the corner sold from you, and I was just calling to see if there's anything in the world I could do for you. Or whatever the case may be, whatever the reason is that you're calling. Let's see here. How do I utilize other systems to manage my contacts, my database instead of outside of Constant Contact? And I do use RedX a little bit for that with my phone calling and stuff. But other than that, I don't. How do I reply when they say they're not selling or buying? I say, great. What is there an agent in the area that you would work with if you were to buy or sell something? Okay, I got a phone number, a couple phone numbers. Here we go.
Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Hello?
Christian.
Hello?
Hey, Christian.
Yes, sir.
This is Ricky Carruth.
Oh, Ricky. Awesome. Yeah, I just had a couple questions. Like, so right now I'm a freshman in college.
Yeah.
And I've just really been fascinated with real estate recently.
Yeah.
And really have been interested in it, and that's what my dad does. So I have some experience with it.
Yeah.
And I'm getting my license this summer. And just some questions was like, do you think me being young would have any like speed bumps and people wanting to do business with me, or using my help?
Or using your help?
Yeah, for using my help with their real estate needs.
Oh, not at all, bro. Not at all. Not at all whatsoever, man. In today's world, I'm telling you, like 10, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it kind of was a big deal, right? It was a different world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's not, bro. Now you can come in as long as you work hard, you're dependable, you're professional, you know, like you get the job done, you're not playing around. You know, long as you perform, yeah. You know, if you're not performing, you know, if you're not working, you know, the hours that you're supposed to work, if you're not producing, you know, not necessarily the number of sales. I don't mean production in that matter. I mean, as long as you are doing what you're supposed to do for your clients, the few that you might have, and you're doing what you need to do to build more clientele, you know, as long as you're following the program and doing what you're supposed to do, yeah, it doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, I started when I was 20.
Yeah.
I was 20 years old, and that was 17 years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
which is awesome.
And I came in blazing, you know, and it took me 8 months to make my first sale, but that was a different time. There was no Facebook or Zillow, or there was no auto dialers. I had to like look up numbers by hand. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that old guy that used to like talk about walking like 20 miles in the snow and stuff to go to school. You know what I mean? Talking about this stuff. But it's true.
Yeah, I just didn't know if like people would refrain from using me just because I'm young.
Some will.
Yeah.
Right? But see, here's the thing, bro. It's just like every other agent out there. Business is unlimited for every agent. There's an unlimited amount of clients for every single agent. And here's the facts. Your job is to talk to as many people as you can, because 70% of people are either not going to like you because you're young, or they already have a real estate agent they want to work with, right?
Yes, sir.
But that 20 to 30% of people that you talk to that love you forever and want to do business with you forever, those are the people you're going to build your business around.
Yeah.
So like not everybody, like some people will like go the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but there will be a percentage of people that want to do business with you. Like I said, dude, if you're the real deal, like if you're really performing, if you're making your calls and you're doing your emails and you're showing properties and you're answering your phone every time somebody calls and you're doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, plenty of room for you, dude. Plenty of room.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not looking forward to getting into it just to do like doing it half-assed, you know. Like I really want to work hard at it, you know. So
check this out. I'm gonna make a video about this, but as a new agent, if somebody asks you like what makes you different or how many properties you sold, you tell them that you haven't sold any properties, and that's what makes you different, and that they want you to be their agent because since they're your only deal, you're going to put 8 hours a day into just their deal. And there's no other agent out there that's going to be able to say that.
Yeah, which is awesome, because I honestly, that was another thing I was thinking about. Like for instance, yesterday I was meeting with my advisor, and we were talking, and he said he was selling his house now, but I obviously don't have my license yet. But he said the people he was looking at were people who have sold 100 homes last year and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's cool. And so and like if he goes with that person that sold 100 homes, great. Tell him good luck with it, and then keep moving and find people that want to work with you, right?
Yeah.
But on the flip side, say, look, that's cool, but where do you think your deal is going to be on their priority list?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Say, look, your deal is going to be my number one priority. I can look at you with a straight face and tell you that you're going to be my main number one priority for 8 hours a day until your property's sold. If they will tell you the same thing, then I would go with them. But if you want a worker, I'm your guy.
Yeah, which honestly, like that's a good thing. That's a good point to point out, because I mean, I've never really thought of something like that. Like I've never thought of what like the objection would be to someone saying that they want to work with someone who's sold a lot of properties. So
there it is, bro. There it is. And let me tell you something else. I don't care. Like there's people that think they're too old to sell, right?
Appreciate you. I've been watching hours of YouTube videos, reading books and whatnot, learning as much as I can, so that way when I do get my license in June or July, I'm as prepared as I can possibly be, you know?
Yeah. Hey, what I was saying is there's people out there that think they're too old to sell. You know that?
Yeah, no, I did not.
Yeah, dude, there's people that think they're too old to sell. There's people that think they aren't tech savvy enough. There's people that think that, you know, they're introverts. There's people like you that think you might be too young. Like everybody has an excuse, right?
Yeah.
And my point is that every single one of those excuses is actually an opportunity, and there's an angle to be had that could really, like, you could really crush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So never think that anything going on with you or any kind of excuse is ever a handicap, because it's actually going to be your strength. Because literally, I cannot tell somebody that their deal is going to be my number one priority for 8 hours a day, but you can.
Yeah.
That's the advantage you have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess just using whatever I have is my advantage.
Yeah, because it's all you have, and this and like you need to own it too. Like own that you're a new agent. Like be confident that you're a new agent. Say, yeah, I'm a new agent, and that's why you want me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what they want, man. They want confidence, and that's it. They don't care about age. They want confidence. And if somebody blames it on age, it's because they didn't see the confidence in you.
Yeah.
They're just blaming it on the age.
Okay. Well, that.
Cutting out on me, bro.
Work to be more and more confident. I mean, right now I'm just working. Well, I'm sorry. I was just saying I'm going to be working on my skills this summer.
Okay.
Trying to be the best I can be to where when I get my license, the best. So.
Hey, are you in my program?
No, I'm not, because I can't. I don't have my license. So
but you can go ahead and sign up for the program and start getting the emails and take a look at the 90-day action plan and go ahead and start preparing, you know, for the day you do get your license.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free, by the way. And also it'll keep me and you closer. Like we'll be closer connected, and just hit me up anytime, bro. I'm here. I'm consider me your coach, man. All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I got you.
Thank you.
Later, man.
Bye.
Okay. Moving on to another call. Put your phone number in, guys, if you want me to give you a call. I'm just spending time with you answering questions. Hello.
Hello, this is Anna.
Anna, Ricky Carruth.
Hey, Ricky, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Very well. Thank you for taking the time to call me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What can I do to help you?
Well, here's my question, and I know you guys are talking today about expired and FISBOs, but I was looking for some tips on how. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I just feel that I need a twist. And I'm trying to see a little bit more on how do you network and comments, and how do you start conversations, random conversations with people that you might. I moved recently to a new city, and it's like starting again. So how do you start those first step of starting conversations with random people about real estate, besides your normal door knocking, open houses, and everything else?
Well, I mean, like where you mean like in public, like at a grocery store and stuff?
Yeah, could be something like that. I mean,
I
the
got
city
you.
where I'm at is very friendly, so it's kind of where you start with.
I'm not big on that, to be honest. I've never done that. I'm definitely not like a social butterfly at the grocery store because I put so much work in at the office, making calls and grinding it out. Like when I leave the office, I'm trying to like, you know, refresh, you know what I mean, and recharge. I'm thinking about things. I'm not still in prospecting mode when I leave because I did so much prospecting at the office and I crushed it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but to answer your question, what I would do if I literally wanted to do prospecting out in public, I would have a name tag, right?
Yeah.
Okay, boom. That's the first thing I would do. Second thing is if I really wanted to create those awkward situations where it seemed really creepy, but try to make friends with people in public, I would just, like say, hey, how are you doing? And just kind of see where it goes. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing as the phone calls. You're going to kind of read them, like you're going to read them and you can also like, I've read a lot of books about this where you can literally, like, hey, I like your shirt. Where'd you get it? Or, like you say a statement and then a question, like they're at the grocery store and they got something in their bug. You say, that looks good. Or that looks really good. Is it? Like a statement and a question. Making a statement and then a question like, hey, I like your shoes. Where'd you get them? Like a statement and a question starts a conversation and then you can kind of go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's an easy formula.
Yeah. If that's what you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Not a big fan of that. I would rather sit in the office and call a couple hundred property owners and use my phone script and see how they're doing, see what I could do to help them, get their email for later and help people buy and sell properties. Like
how far would you go in your expires usually? Because in my city there are not too many expires every day, and I know there's a lot of people doing the calls.
I would go back like a year would be good, like 6 months to a year, because a lot of times in an uptrending market, what expired last year is probably a good price now. Not so true in today's market where it's flattened out. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about where the market is. Like it's all about contacting people, right? So if you give yourself the excuse of, hey, I think year-old expireds or 6-month-old expireds are a really good play, and that fires you up and gives you an excuse to call people, then use that. And it's kind of like you're tricking yourself. You're tricking yourself into calling them and saying, because really, to be honest, it doesn't matter if they're brand new expired, 6 months old, a year, if they're for sale by owners, circle prospecting, old leads, past clients. It doesn't matter who you're calling per se, as long as you're contacting people. And whoever talks to the most people is going to win.
Sure. And would you check first what of those listings are on the market, or just go for the call and that's it? Let them tell you if it's on the market.
On old expireds, I would probably just go with it. On old expireds, I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time searching market information because that's going to take so much time away from your calls. So much time away from your calls. But if you're circle prospecting, you've got to go through the neighborhood and take those active listings off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Okay, I guess you answered my question.
Hey, are you in my program?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm watching the program, and I'm subscribed to your channel as well.
Okay, because I've got phone scripts and videos of me making calls and all that stuff there.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Okay, cool.
Very useful.
Let me know what I could do to help you.
I sure will. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Put your phone numbers in, guys. Just having a good old-fashioned Ask Ricky live. For those of you tuning in late, I'm going to be in El Paso. I'm going to be in Charleston. I'm going to be in, where else am I going to be? I'm going to be in Minneapolis, June 13th, El Paso, June 21st, Charleston, July 16th, Naples, Florida, May 13th. And I will also be in Brazil in 2 weeks.
Hello?
Ray.
Hello?
Hey, Ray. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah.
This is Ricky.
Hey, Ricky.
I was calling you. You
Yeah, I
there?
hear you, man.
What's up,
I'm
man?
here.
Okay, cool.
Not much, man. Not much, man. No, I actually had a question. I've been using your scripts, and I get into a good flow, a good rhythm, and what's happened is after I made a couple of contacts and made appointments and whatnot, I tend to quit.
Okay.
So I was wondering, what do you have? I mean, what do you suggest for when I start gathering appointments and I start having a great deal of success with the contacts and I get in a real flow, get like say 3 or 4 emails and then make a couple of appointments and I tend to just call it quits because I've had that success and it's like I get like I don't know, I just get like I get like satisfied too quickly. I feel like I should be more hungry. I want to get more.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
Is that a bad thing or?
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I mean, number one, what's your big why, Ray? Why do you want to be successful?
Oh man, I want to model myself after you. Actually, I want to do what you do.
Why?
Why?
Yes. What is your why?
Because my why is I want to help people. This is genuinely me. I want to help people.
Why? Why?
Money doesn't drive me. I just helping people satisfies me.
Okay. Well, what good does it do if you stop making calls halfway through your session because you created a few appointments when the other half of your call session are full of people that need your help?
True. You're right. There it is. Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm asking you.
No, yeah, I got you. I got you loud and clear. I mean, I'm leaving the rest of the people that need my help hung out to dry, and it's my why.
Yeah, your reason for what you're doing and your actions are not lining up. You're telling me that you want to help people, but you're which is not results driven.
Yeah.
Because there's millions of people, you can never help them all. But you're telling me when you get a little bit of positive results, you quit.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I start punching the air like you do, man, and then get out of my chair and leave.
Right, but what goes through your head when you get up from that chair and walk away?
I don't know. I feel like I got appointments to go to and all that, and then all of a sudden I start scheduling them and putting them in my agenda. And
okay, so do this for me, Ray. Can you do this for me?
Yep.
Can you make full call sessions every time you do a call session? Can you make the full call session for me?
Yeah.
Just do the full call session. If you set up 10 appointments, that's great. Let's do it. Let's set up 12.
Yeah, I saw a video of yours earlier today. It was one of those little hacks, I think, where you came up with a 3 by 3
and
Yeah.
that was pretty helpful because that kind of set the tone for me because I didn't really have a formula to that point. So now I know that I can just dial for 3 hours 3 times a week, and now I know that okay, I'm gonna set my timer for 3 hours 3 times a week, regardless of what results I get in those 3 hours.
Yeah. There you go, dude. If you do 3 hours, 3 days a week.
It wasn't until this morning that I saw that video, and I said, man, there it is. There's my answer.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like 3 hours, 3 days a week, that's 12 hours a week, right?
Yes, sir.
9 hours.
No, 9 hours.
9 hours a week, dude, out of a 40-hour work week. You still got 31 hours to do all this other stuff. If you work 40 hours a week. I'm working 50, 60, 70 hours a week. So I got 50, 60 hours, you know. After I make my calls, I still got a full week.
Yeah, man.
So you can make the largest impact with 3x3, 3 hours a day, 3 days a week. Do it in the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that if you miss one, you can make it up on one of the Thursday or Fridays. That way you make sure to get that 3x3 in, and then you're golden, man. If you do that every week for a couple years, you'll be the #1 agent in Naples.
Oh, man, all right. From your mouth to God's ears.
Straight up.
All right. All right, bro. Thanks, man.
Later, buddy.
Yep.
Okay, guys, put your phone numbers in. I'll be hanging out here until you guys decide you don't have any more questions. Top tips for locating buyers: call property owners. Property owners are the best buyers, and they also sell, right? Let's see. The Sandman has joined us. Brandon Sandman. Ricky, my man, your advice is priceless. I can't tell you how much you've helped me grow, keep making videos, and I'll always keep watching. The Sandman. The Sandman actually edits my videos. Renee, what's up, Renee? Uh-oh. Hit a button. Okay, scrolling through some comment questions here, looking for phone numbers. If you guys have a question, just put your phone number in. When am I going to do another live session around the country? Minus calling the retirement community last time. I'll do one next week. Somebody hit me up. If anybody wants to do it, just hit me up and we'll set it up, and I'll call people in Chicago, New York, California, Miami, wherever you guys think that this stuff doesn't work at. How do I take active listings off when circle prospecting? Is there a way to do this on MLS? You have to go through your MLS and find them and take them out. So when you do the geo leads in RedX, just do a subdivision. Don't do a whole area. Just do a subdivision with 100 people or however big a subdivision is, and that way it's easy to manage. When you look at your MLS, you can pull up that subdivision. You can take them out. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, Chris, let's do it in Philly then. Got a phone number here.
Ricky, what's up, bud?
What's up, Evan?
How you doing, man?
Good. How about you, bro?
Up here in Boston, man. Just trying to, stay dry. It's raining up here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're about to get a heck of a storm here in about 2-3 hours.
I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Hey, listen, you do a lot of good stuff. Appreciate it. You focus on the RedX and the geo leads and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I tend to do pretty well. I have a couple PPC campaigns coming through on Facebook. Just curious, when they call, or they don't call, when they register at 11 o'clock at night, or they register like 3 in the morning, things like that is question one, when do you call? And then question two is, how many times do you call them? And you think it's okay if I lead off with a text message like, hey, is this Ricky?
And Rick comes back and said, yeah, it's Ricky. Who's this? You say, hey, I'm Evan. I got your name from a Google paperclip on my website about whatever. Well, what do you think about calling the overnight leads? And then how do you think about leading with a text message before you dial? And we're talking about specifically buyer clients.
Well, I mean, answer your own question for a second. It sounds like you've tried it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. How has it been? What's the success?
50-50, but I don't tend to, hit them up that many times. I tend to hit them once or twice and kind of split on them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely about that. And put them in are you doing the weekly email?
No, I haven't been able to do that yet. It's something I got a brain lock on.
Yeah, you definitely need to do it, man. You're losing money as we speak.
Right. Well, they're all on property drips. They're all getting properties from me regularly. I'm using I don't know if I can tell you, but I'm using Boomtown now, and they do pretty good with the property drifts. But they're not getting the content. That's for sure.
Right. They're not like everybody's on a property drip. They're probably on 3 or 4 agents' property drips.
Yeah, that's true.
From Boomtown.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No, it is right. What I'm saying, dude, is the weekly email is your original content. And if you're not doing it, then you're losing. You're going to lose.
Right. Okay.
Straight up. As far as what to do with the overnight leads, call them like when you get to the office and like you've set up your day. That should be the first thing you do is call those leads.
Gotcha.
Yeah, immediately and say, hey, I saw you were looking online at 3 o'clock a couple hours ago. Sorry I'm late on the call, but what can I do for you? Right?
Yep.
And then as far as texting them first, I'm not about that either. No, because actually I've had a guy he tried that and he actually he got reported and his iPhone got locked out for or he got locked out of something because he got reported from texting a bunch of people.
So I text individually out of the CRM.
Right.
Seems to work all right. But would you export all your leads out of your CRM and put them into constant contact, or just email through the CRM?
What CRM is it? Boomtown?
Boomtown.
I don't know how their system is. I don't know how it's all set up and everything. But if you can design an email that you can create custom content and do what you want, it's real user friendly, and you can create links and you can do all the stuff that you want to do, then yeah. Huh?
No, I said good. Perfect.
Yeah, if you can do it from there, do it from there. I'm not telling you to use Constant Contacts. I'm saying I use Constant Contacts. I love Constant Contacts. It has an incredible open rate because they don't allow they don't do BombBomb with the embedded videos.
Yeah.
And little things like that they keep it simple for a reason because that's what creates the best open rates and it goes to people's inboxes the most. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just watch your open rate.
All right, man. Do you think one more question? You think that Constant Contact, if I export my 2,500 emails, will they flag them as spam or do they?
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't flag 2,500. Like if you have 10,000, they're gonna say something. Maybe do 1,000 a day. Do 500 a day for a week to get them all in there, something like that. You do want to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Because they'll think you bought a list, right?
Yeah, they'll think, and then you'll have to go through this whole process, and it's just not worth it, man. Just put them 500 at a time in there for a week, and then start firing away.
Right on, man. I appreciate you calling me, man. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Reach out anytime, man.
You got it. Have a good day.
Thanks, bud. Man. Let's see here. What we got? Okay, Chris Lane wants to do calls in Philly. That's done. Email me, Chris, ricky@zerotodiamond.com. And we will set that up. I'll see what day next week we can make it happen. Just please do me a favor and don't hook me up with a 55 and up community. Not that I have anything against it, but I would rather call a regular neighborhood. So it could be a true test to my scripts. Let's see. Steven says my scripts work perfectly in his market, North Carolina. Yeah, Steven. I'll call there one of these days. I'm going to lock in with Chris here in Philly for next week. Tatiana. I don't know anything about Line Desk. Never used it. Have I ever refused a listing due to a seller wanting to overprice? No, I've never turned down a listing over the seller wanting a more price. I'll tell them what the realistic price is, and then they'll say, let's not list it. But if they want to go ahead and list it after I've told them the right price, boom, I will list it. What do I think a good call to lead to deal ratio is? That's tough because, I mean, it depends on your skill level and stuff, you know? I mean, there's so many factors, and quality of phone numbers. It's really an impossible equation. It really is. You know, there's people that make thousands of calls and don't get any deals. And there's people that do 50 calls and get 2 deals. So I think the biggest thing is, and I really stand by this, I think all of you should be using RedX to find the numbers. I'm talking to agents all over the country, and I'm telling you, the people that are not having great success with their pickup rates, they're using other companies. Have returned a seller down over commission? I think what I do is I negotiate that commission, and I may take a lower commission. I don't think I've ever turned a seller down over commission. It might have not worked out because they didn't want to pay a commission. What is a common call to contact ratio? I would say if you call 100 people, you should talk to, let's say, 5 to 15 people. The discount with Webinate, there's no discount. When you go there to create your website, it's already a discount built in. Okay, Nick, I'm coming to you, bro. I don't see any more phone numbers, so this will be the last call unless somebody else pops a phone number in. Hey, Dark Beam.
Hey, Ricky, how are you, man?
Nick, what's happening?
Good, how you doing? I just want to say, just first of all, thank you for all the information that you provide. Absolutely free. I've been a member for the past 2 months, and you were actually one of the very first agents I started learning from when I started real estate. And so I'm a few weeks away from getting my license, and I'm really excited to help people. And the question I had for you is about virtual tours. I know, especially in my area, I live over in Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who like to do virtual tours. I want to get your opinion on it, whether it would be beneficial for my listings, you know, where I should go with that.
That is literally a per market kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some markets, you know, like the sellers expect it. Some markets, every single listing has it in their MLS. And then other markets, like my market, you know, like we're in Alabama, we're kind of behind the times on all that stuff. So like there are some that have it, but not all of them, you know.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. It literally depends on your market. I think that's more of a question for like the local agents. I think you should look in your MLS and see how all the other agents are doing it. If everybody else is doing it, then it's something you're going to have to do as well. You know what I mean?
For sure, definitely.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing is like, is everybody else doing it? Are the sellers expecting it? Are you going to start losing listings if you aren't offering it? You know what I'm saying? It's like open houses are not a thing where I'm at. But other areas, it's like the seller, like that's part of the listing agreement is this, you know, that we're going to do open houses on, you know, this and this and this. And if I didn't do open houses in other areas, I would literally lose listings because they're going to go with agents who are doing open houses. So if I were to move to one of those markets, I'm going to be the open house king, you know. Same thing with the virtual tours, you know. If it's a thing, then I'm going to be the virtual, you know, king there.
The virtual wizard.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. So it just.
I'll just take a look into my market and see kind of what it looks like and see if that's something that would work out for me.
And hit me up too, and let me know because I'm interested to know if that's a real thing over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because also, I reached out to you earlier on Instagram. I would still love to do a cold calling session with you.
Okay.
And I'm a few weeks away from getting my license, and I've pretty much made it a habit of when I wake up in the morning, what has Ricky posted on his YouTube? What has Ricky posted on Instagram? Because that's I've been trying to just obsessively study as much as possible because I really want to. My goal is to call everyone, call as many people as possible, find the people who need my help, find out 20 to 30% of people who actually need my help, and so.
That's it, dude.
Your philosophy was one of the very first ones that I found, and I've stuck with it. I'm excited for the future. So I can't thank you enough.
Absolutely, dude. I can't wait to see you blow up. So on the live call thing, I would say go through that 90-day action plan.
You got it.
And then as soon as you get done with that 90 action plan, and by the way, guys, I'm going to make an announcement Friday. We're going to have levels of the Zero to Diamond program, and getting through with the 90-day action plan and the course. That's going to rank you as what's called a gem. And then there's going to be rankings all the way up to diamond, which is $1 million a year. But when you reach that, everybody who reaches gem gets a call from me, and I have to make sure I feel like you really understand the Zero to Diamond philosophies before I promote you. But once you hit gem, then we'll do a call session.
And also for everyone who's listening, if you're not a member of the Zero to Diamond free coaching program, go to zerotodiamond.com. It's 100% free. Every resource you need is there. Everything from scripts to the 90-day action plan, it's all there. 100% free. Ricky is the real deal, and he will take care of you.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, everything you do. I'll let you go. I really appreciate you taking your time, and I'll reach out to you, especially when I get my license. I'd love to do a circle prospecting session with you. That'd be awesome.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, you take care, and you keep doing what you're doing, all right?
Thanks, Nick.
All right, take care.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to call Chris, my Philly connection. Already tried to call you once, bro. Did I? Well, I guess I had the wrong number in here. I don't know what happened there. Yo.
Who this?
This Ricky. This Ricky.
Hey, Ricky, what's up, man?
What's up?
Not much, man. I'm not sure how I missed your call the last time.
I don't know. I might have had the wrong number. Let me backtrack. Let's see. I might have put in one number off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I heard you say my name, and I was like, well, wait a minute. My phone didn't ring. I was sitting there prospecting, but I was going to stop the dial.
Let's see. 215. Let's see. What are you?
I was up towards the top. 6815520.
Yeah. Let's see. 260. Yeah. Somehow I mixed it up with another number. So yeah, I didn't call you, bro.
There you go. It's all good.
So we're gonna do some calls.
Yeah, let's do that, man. I mean, I dial up here regularly, man. I can always pick up something from you, man. I listen to you all the time. I want to see what you can do up here, man, in Philly with this tough company I got here, man. I got plenty of leads.
How you been doing with it?
Look, man, I don't have a problem. I've been in the business 12 years. My story is much like yours, Ricky. I went through that downturn and crash in the market and everything and stuck around, and that's really what it took. It just to stay here. As long as you stay here and keep pushing, and you're not going to go anywhere. You'll be successful. For me, as long as I make my call, I can get leads. I admit, I get sidetracked by all the stuff that you talk about all the time. So I try to make sure I stay on top of it and get my calls. That's why, even while you were on right now, I'm dialing. And I can listen. And if I'm talking to somebody, I'm just muted. But I got to get my dials in. That's the most important thing.
What's distracting you?
All the other things that are going on in the business. I mean, I do a significant amount of deals. I do a lot of off-market stuff, and we got a lot of wholesalers here in Philly that do deals. I'm constantly getting pushed and pulled with developers, a lot of different things that I'm doing. So realistically, I've been just trying to stay focused and making my calls in the morning as much as possible. I noticed that when I get past that,
that's when it gets screwed up. You know, you talk about it all the time, and it's the truth. You know, I mean, I learned really early on. I mean, I'm an exit agent. I'm actually about to switch, but I know you were with exit early on in your career, and I learned very early on to prospect, making those calls. And I mean, I've had as many 80 and 90 listings on my belt at one time, so I can do it. It's just a matter of me sticking to it and being diligent. That's my thing, accountability. You know.
So when you make your calls in the morning and then you get through, you say it all kind of goes to hell. What are you talking about?
Well, no. What I mean going to hell, I'm saying if I don't get to my calls in the morning, it will go to hell.
I got
I'm not going to make my calls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, man, you needed to get on my program where you get up at 4:30, you do a little work or you meditate or whatever you do, and then you go to the gym. And then you come home, you get ready, you're at the office before 8, and then you study your business for a little while and prioritize. And then by 8:30, you're kind of like preparing for the calls, getting all your info ready, getting your dialer all set up. And by 9 o'clock, you're dialing. And from 9 to lunch, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, from 9 to lunch, you're dialing. And then like if something comes up and you have to show property on a Wednesday or a Monday or a Tuesday, that morning, make it up on Thursday to where you put those 3 call sessions in a week.
Yeah, that's the key.
That's the key, dude. If you could do 3 call sessions a week, you're good.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I agree with that. Well, look, I'm looking forward to next week.
Well, let's see what we got. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got.
All right, talk to you.
Let's see. I think I'm going to do Instagram training next Thursday right here on YouTube. I'm going to go through Instagram and talk about Instagram and do a full training on Instagram. So, I'm pretty open, man. Like Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm pretty open.
Let's shoot for what's good for you on a Wednesday? What time, man?
Anytime. So you tell me, and we'll go with that.
You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna do it on Tuesday because I know I have a meeting
Okay.
with my
Okay. Okay.
On Tuesday.
Say,
you want to do it early, like I normally do my call?
No, because people in California won't be up yet, so they can't really watch. Let's do 4 p.m. Central.
Right,
are you in Central or Eastern?
I'm in Eastern, so that would be that would be 5 for me.
5 for you. Let's do 3.
Yep.
So 4 for you.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good time to call.
All right. Be sure email me immediately so I got your contact and I got you down 3 o'clock next Tuesday. I'm gonna cold call property owners in Philly.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna get with you early so we can get all of our we can test everything and make sure everything's working.
Yep.
So but shoot me an email so I got your contact and I'll hit you up Tuesday.
Sounds good, man. I'll get that out to you.
It's on, dude.
Yes, it is, man.
Later, bro.
You too, man. Have a good one.
Yes. I'm gonna call property owners in Philly. Can't wait. Renee, I see your comment. Would love to do circle prospecting session with me. I guess you're talking about you making calls in Dallas or me making calls in Dallas. Let me know which one and we'll get it set up. That's going to be pushing it into May because I'm going to Brazil. Next week's my last week before Brazil. So it's definitely going to be sometime mid to late May. But Renee, shoot me an email. Monty says, thank you so much, Ricky. Your coaching has been so helpful in my growth as an agent. And I appreciate everything you do. Look forward to our next interaction. Absolutely, Monty. Let's see. What advice do I have for new agents who work full-time jobs and do real estate on the side? Take one of your days off and do a 4-hour call session once a week. If you do that every single week, you're gonna soon be full-time, and then you can make 3 by 3, 3 hours, 3 times a week. Then you'll be crushing it. Okay, Renee wants to make calls and have me give her feedback. I love that. Shoot me an email and we'll set it up for mid-May, somewhere around in there. We'll start figuring out when we can do it. As a new agent, how would I get into commercial real estate? I would literally call commercial real estate owners and tell them who I am and ask them if there's anything in the world I could do for them and start trying to create those relationships. Shayna says that I'm her favorite #1 choice as a coach. She started with Mike and Tom and went to Brian Casella, and I guess she's saying now she's with me. How do you reply? It says replay. How do you reply if they say, I don't understand why you're calling, after you say you're calling to see how I can help? Say, I don't know, like maybe selling a piece of property, buying or selling something, or just anything I can do to help. Let's see. Ricky at 02diamond.com, Chris. What's the best digital marketing strategy for real estate agents? To keep in mind that I believe social media for real estate agents is best to build your brand. Build your brand and then create the engagement. And when you get inside the engagement with these prospects on social media, really go deep with it and see what you can do to help them. How do you get phone numbers of commercial real estate owners? That was a good question, to be honest with you. I don't believe RedX does that. That's a good question, and therein lies another reason why I love residential, because it's so easy. It's right there. Boom, you just do it. Okay, guys. That looks like it's it for, and Dark Beam. I didn't see Chasten's last for sale by owner video that you keep asking me about. I'm going to watch that as soon as I get off here. So I'll see what that's all about. I think I answered everybody's questions. I think I called every single person that put their phone number in. So thank you guys so much for your love and support. This year is the year of speeches for me. 2 years ago, put the program together, wrote 2 books. Last year, I learned how to grow on YouTube and Instagram and created the Facebook group. This year, I'm traveling around the world, spreading my message of relationships over transactions, and we'll see what happens next year. So I'm just enjoying the ride, enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying helping you guys, and I'm getting messages every day. If you are watching my Instagram stories, I'm posting just a few of the messages I'm getting from agents who are just finding so much success with valuing relationships over transactions and just the entire Zero Diamond philosophy. So I couldn't be more humbled and blessed to be here. I love you guys so much. I can't say it enough, and we'll talk to you soon.